more quarters, but if they even...
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense.
Now, this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
And slam dunk by Johnson.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the... Oh! Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Shot clock at 6. A floater, and that one's good. Gay's got his first points in this one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Griffin. Shoots the 3, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach.
You know, watching him kind of go
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, you know, he played, as did Blake, for their dad, Tommy, in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. It doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
And the pressure defense turning into high percentage shot opportunities. And if you're the coach, that's just what you're looking for.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Sacramento, Coop is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's Collison. And it's Caspi in at the 3 slot. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but it just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir.
Well, and this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And you can see the momentum swinging now. They've gotten a huge boost of energy, and now the offense starting to click.
Here's Bellinelli. He kicks it to Casper. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. Andre Jordan, number 1.
He did miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
The Kings making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Aldridge is checked in. Johnson kicks to Mbamute. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Clock is at 3. That's good. Green's got 5.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
That one goes. Count it. Paul's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Kicks to Kufis. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
Collison against Paul. The three, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times. And exert his presence.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Greg, you think they've been rattled?
They have, Kevin, but that's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for the Kings. J.J. Redick's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. Beyond the arc, and the shot is good. Paul's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Collison with it. He's picked up by Paul. Outside Collison. Doubled by Aldridge. And for the ball out of bounds, Collison touched it last.
Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Collison. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons and has been a contributor and an impact player on all of them.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Sacramento. And then for the Clippers, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Mbah-a-Moute. Crawford comes in for Green, and it's Rivers in for Paul. And that one's good. Aldridge has got his first basket.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
For Darren Collison, played a career-high 35 minutes a game last year. Seemed to help him find his rhythm, Greg, on offense.
And his coach had confidence in him, and boy, did he deliver. Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that hip injury shut him down after 45 games, but a positive season for him to build upon nonetheless.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Some changes for Sacramento. Quincy Ace has come in for Cauley Stein. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Paul Pierce has checked in for Cole Aldridge. Rivers passes to Griffin. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Griffin's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Kings shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system. And I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kosta Koufis. Rivers kicks to Griffin. They double-team Griffin to the paint. Redick with the bucket.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Crawford outside. Jordan the screen. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Clippers ahead.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter was all about Blake Griffin. He ended up with 19 points, 2. All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. 19 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Johnson is out there with Rivers, and it's Crawford at the small forward. They double-team Griffin, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Griffin's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Clippers. Poked loose, stolen by Rivers. Goes up. Look at that. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Stolen by Rivers. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And all of a sudden you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop and at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised for a terrific crunch time run here.
Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
That's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
Here's Jordan, and again the Clippers good for 2.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder.
And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. And that's the second longest playoff drought in the NBA.
Here's what Sacramento...
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And Baamute's checked in for Jordan. Outside Griffin. What's that?
Whoa.
Man, oh, man.
Oh, my word. Now, I have seen it all.
Are you sure? Maybe he has even more tricks up his sleeve.
Fellas, if he's got a better dunk than that one, I want to see it.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.